So this is the famous Pavarotti Beach House, where you relax, where you lose weight, where you get back your health.
Yes, generally is like that. And this year is more than always. This is my sister. These are my relatives. And this is my wife.
Oh, look. This is her exercise.
Yeah. That man with the teeth out is my father.
He's 80 years old. He looks good.
He's 81 in November. He's a kid.
This is a serious rehearsal with conductor Maurizio Benini. He's perfecting an aria for a European concert tour.
Ti vedo tra le rose, ti dico tante cose, se il vento lieve t'accarezza, un profumar di giovinezza mi fa tremar.
But 2 months before, at his apartment in New York, Pavarotti acknowledged that he was feeling the pressure of the critics and the doubters.
How bad is the pressure? Truthfully.
Truthful?
Yeah.
I think it's an enjoyment. I don't think it's a job. It's not a profession. It's an enjoyment. I'm telling you the truth.
I believe.
Otherwise, I will not do now, at my age, when everybody is trying to kill me. Every newspaper is there ready to say when I'm going to die, and I do that.
And in fact, it's headline news when Pavarotti does almost anything. If he, for instance, in London misses a performance or sings a false note, his megastar status gets full frontal attack. But mostly in recent years, it is his girth, his weight, that has been the subject of speculation. In fact, Luciano can be most diplomatically described as portly. And for a man who has trouble fitting comfortably into an airline seat, his schedule is a backbreaker. He spends 10 months of each year on the road, travels the opera houses of the world, plus mega concerts in stadiums, a circuit that would exhaust any other artist, and his schedule is full until 1996.
You know, you are quoted as acknowledging that you are, indeed, sometimes afraid when you sing. Confronted with singing of high seas in a single aria from Donizetti's Daughter of the Regiment, I was so scared, this is you talking, I was so scared I didn't know which muscle to use most, the throat or the sphincter.
The throat or what?
The sphincter.
Or sphinctere?
Yeah.
Oh, I
The sphincter.
You are scared. If you do something wrong, they can protest. They can boo you.
And at La Scala in Milan, that's exactly what happened. Luciano failed to hit the high notes in the second act of Don Carlos. His voice cracked. The applause you hear is not coming from the Logionisti. Those temperamental fans who sit in the upper balconies boo. A reaction Pavarotti almost never received. The occasion, the opening of the opera season before the President of Italy. It was a miserable humiliation.
Who are the Logionisti?
Yeah, but the Logionisti...
Who are they?
Who are they?
Yeah, who are they?
I think there are people that they leave to go to the opera every night.
Yeah.
They give all their love to the opera. They think that they are the ultimate judge of what is going to happen there, and they think to have the right to applaud or to boo. And if you want to know my opinion, they are right.
Another humiliation, a chance for critics to cast more abuse. The live concert in Modena with pop artists Sting and Zucchero. Luciano was accused of dubbing a live concert.
What in the world ever possessed you to lip sync a concert for the BBC for which they were paying you $30,000? I mean, it seems incredible.
It is incredible, in fact. It was made too quick without the usual professional way in which I am doing the thing. I thought to be able to to make the playback right.
Right.
Instead, I'm a lousy one.
And you are not hurt, truly now, about the speculation, oh, he's entering the twilight of his career and he's lazy. I hear that a lot.
You want to know something? I am lazy.
You are?
Yes.
And it turns out that laziness is one reason for his weight problem. His breath is affected by his weight, and breathing is the key to singing.
What is with your weight problem?
Well, the weight problem of a person like me has just one answer. Eat. There is no other dysfunction or nervous. No, eat. I like to eat, and I do. They told you that I like horses. I am almost an horse.
That's right.
Very good. Here we are.
That's your salad.
What is for 15 people. Of course, I will have a big plate of that. Look.
So you're down to how
It
much?
was tight, this.
You,
I really was.
you won't tell me how much you weigh now.
Yes,
How
I'll
much?
tell you.
How much?
29 kilo less. La signora è là.
At this luncheon al fresco with his extended family, he eats and drinks modestly. He's on a 2,000-calorie daily ration. As we watched, he pushed some of his own pasta onto the plate of a friend. And then, to show just how seriously he takes his diet, he blotted up the olive oil with his napkin. Luciano's alleged 300-pound-plus weight has always put extra pressure on his right knee, the one that was operated on last March. It has made some operatic parts difficult and painful for him. But the vacation and his new weight loss have quite obviously made him more agile.
Don't try to drive. Stay.
He's like a boy on his moped and his bike and he's like a kid.
Yeah, he's a kid.
They've been married for 32 years, so wife Adjoa has learned to tolerate Luciano's eccentricities.
If you see the baby like that, the little boy,
Yes.
it's the son.
What's that all about?
He's impatient.
He's impatient.
Impatient, yes. Cannot stay concentrate more than 10 minutes.
Yeah. Except when he's singing.
Yeah.
If he quits, when he quits, what will he do?
Quit.
Stops.
But he loves to teach.
From the beginning.
L'orgo il no, la, l'orgo il fatto hotum della città, l'orgo. I am here. Okay.
Kiwe Wang is an American from New Jersey. He was understandably flattered that Pavarotti invited him to come to the beach house for a little coaching.
Figaro bravissimo, avrò Figaro bravissimo, fortunatissimo, fortunatissimo, fortunatissimo per verità. Con hai fatto con bella città, con hai fatto con bella città, bella città. Bella città.
Bravo, bravo.
In povertà mia lieta.
To meet his global engagements, Luciano flies nearly everywhere by private jet, but he's terrified of flying. Each flight reminds him of a narrow escape and a crash landing back in 1975 at Milan Airport. His secretary and artistic advisor, Judy Kovacs, gives him support on this approach to Marseille. Luciano descends from the skies like a nobleman to be greeted by French officials, the media, and beautiful women.
One member of your retinue who travels with you he says that women are not the least bit turned off by your bulk, your chubbiness. Here's what he says. Pavarotti receives as many sexual offers as a rock star.
I am sorry for the rock star then.
You mean there aren't that many?
Not really, no. No, not really.
You're an industry now, aren't you?
I am what?
An industry. Your voice, your concerts, your fame, your name, your horse shows, your records, your wife's talent agency, your real estate holdings. It's gigantic. the Pavarotti empire.
I don't think it's an empire. You know very well that people in their entertainment, they gain a lot and they spend a lot.
Yeah.
Most of my colleagues in the past, they finish in misery.
Because they spend too much?
Because they spend everything.
Make and spend.
Even more.
What
It's
you're
very
saying
good. Don't misunderstand.
Oh.
I was an elementary school teacher who gained $5 a month. So for me, everything was coming. It was good. You don't become a multimillionaire. You don't. You really don't. No, don't investigate me like that. You don't.
You're serious?
Believe me. Yeah, I'm very serious.
Let's do once more for the right on.
Maybe he doesn't think he's a rich man, but the fact is, Luciano is worth at least $25 million, much of it from his recordings.
La donna è mobile, qual piuma al vento, muta d'accento e di pensiero.
Here he is working with Deutsche Grammophon and the Metropolitan Opera's chief conductor, James Levine. The opera, Rigoletto. New York's Central Park. 500,000 fans came for free to listen and to be enthralled. The concert was transmitted to 47 countries as a TV special. The golden voice survives. The weight is down, the knee has healed, the spirit is robust. He has pushed the twilight back.